The people here are just an incredible community of mixed people. At the last count, there was something like 55 different nationalities living here, and we all get on.
I came up here with a mate between 83, 84, set up a camp just where the sun is over there. Spent 3 years up here mining full time, found some opal, got a bad case of opal fever. I found a little pocket of really, really good blue-green opal, black opal. And when I found it, I was mining with a little tiny pick and just shaves the face. I was hand mining. And I went, chip, there's a great big flash of emerald blue-green in my head that I'll never get rid of. And I think most of the people that are into mining, it's not about getting rich. It's finding another stone. Once it gets you, it gets you. It's the chase, yeah. I love the chase, and trying to find it is probably more important than finding it.
It's life in a community. It's life which probably should be, by any token, anywhere.
We deep dive into some key standout features of the Mazda BT-50. I'm Mark, and I'm coming to you from Luderderg National Park near Bacchus Marsh down in Victoria. It's paradise for four-wheel driving enthusiasts and a great opportunity to put these two BT-50s to the test. Follow along on this mini-series where we talk tech, engineering and performance, and how you can get the most out of your Mazda BT-50. As you may be aware, the Mazda BT-50 comes equipped with tyre pressure monitoring system. However, a handy function of that system is our tyre air refill assist. In many four-wheel driving situations, to obtain better traction, the driver is required to deflate the tyre to provide us with a larger footprint to get through some challenging terrains. Examples of this can be loose dirt, sand or mud. Once we've completed our off-road journey, it's important that we actually inflate those tyres back to the desired pressures. This is examples of going back into four-wheel high or going back onto the highway onto bitumen road. Once each tyre has been inflated to the correct pressure according to the tyre placard, the vehicle system will alert us with 3 hazard flashes on the indicators and 3 beeps accordingly. If the system provides us with 7 beeps or 7 flashes of the indicators, then that air refill assist function needs to be performed again. Today I've used a portable air compressor that has got a gauge. However, in a situation where you've only got access to a compressor without a gauge, or you feel that the gauge may be damaged, then the tyre air refill assist function will certainly help you in ensuring that each tyre is inflated to the correct pressures. Let's chat hill descent control, which comes standard across the Mazda BT-50 range. Hill descent control is a feature that's incorporated as part of the ABS system, or anti-lock braking system as we know it, and has been around for some time. The key benefit of hill descent control in the Mazda BT-50 is to enhance the overall driving experience by managing steep descents. This technology takes the pressure off you in tough terrains, making challenging drives a lot more smoother and reducing overall driver fatigue. To use this feature, all I need to do is hold down this switch just here. Up on the instrument cluster, I'll see the operation lamp illuminate and I know that my system is engaged. As I approach the hill descent, I don't actually need to apply my foot to the brake or accelerator. However, I can use those as inputs to either increase the vehicle speed or reduce the vehicle speed. You will notice some operational noise when you are in hill descent control. It's important to note that this is completely normal, as this is the ABS system operating when you are approaching and going down the hill descent. If you need to increase speed while going down the hill descent, all you need to do is apply the accelerator. And of course, to slow the vehicle down, brake accordingly, and once you release your foot off, it will actually maintain that vehicle speed. What hill descent control allows me to do as a driver is purely focus on the terrain ahead with the vehicle steering. By taking control of the acceleration and braking, it reduces the load and stress on me as a driver, enhancing that driving experience and maintaining the track ahead. Okay, so I've approached an area where I'm going to engage hill descent control. So all I need to do is activate the switch. I can see my operation lamp has come on and I'm ready to approach. So it's as simple as taking your foot off the accelerator, allowing the vehicle to move, and the vehicle has taken complete control of the acceleration and braking. It's maintaining the speed that I've desired because I haven't put any acceleration into the vehicle or I haven't applied any brake. The benefit of this system is reducing the overall fatigue on the driver, as I purely get to just focus on the steering ahead, whilst the vehicle maintains the vehicle speed in a safe manner. Alright, so as I'm driving through, I can see that I am approaching a bit of a water crossing here. So before I tackle this crossing, there are some considerations that I need to take. I need to make sure that the environment is safe and it's not too deep. So right now I can park the vehicle, grab a stick from the environment, or even if I've got a shovel on board, and just test that ground surface to make sure it's not too deep. The Mazda BT-50 does have a wading depth of 800 millimeters, and yes, I do have a snorkel as well. It's important to note, however, that that snorkel does not increase that maximum 800 mil wading depth. The benefit of our snorkel is to allow fresh air and clean air at a much higher entry point. Just want to eliminate the thoughts that people think that just because I've got a snorkel, I can now enter water crossings above the bonnet. That's not the case at all. Okay, so I've tested the water. It's quite shallow, we're good to go. So I'm just going to make a nice moderate speed, nice approach to it, and just track through as normal. There's no need to absolutely blitz through this because there are parts where there are little wombat holes through the water, as we can feel. Just keeping my pace nice, and we just make our way through. I could have gotten some water through the chassis, so what I'm just going to do is just hover here for about 10 seconds and allow that water to drain. As I drive, naturally the water will eventually drain, but if I'm to continue driving, I'm actually going to affect the track beyond, which will affect the environment, and environmental preservation is a key consideration for four-wheel driving. Okay, we're good to go. A key feature that comes as standard across the Mazda BT-50 range is hill launch assist. Now, whilst this technology isn't new, it's important to highlight the benefits that this system offers. On the Mazda BT-50, there is actually no switch or command to operate the system. It is an automatic function that ensures seamless operation when needed most. In the environment here, when I approach the hill, all I need to do is come to a complete stop by applying the brakes. As a driver, it then gives me time to have a look at the line ahead. I can assess which direction I wish to take, and then I can maneuver on. What I will notice as I take my foot off the brake is that the vehicle will automatically hold the car for about 2 seconds. This gives me a nice time to transition from the brake to the accelerator, reducing the jolting or juddering feel that we may get if we are trying to juggle between brake and accelerator and we don't have hill launch assist. It's not just off-road driving where this system is showcased. If we're in normal suburban driving and we do find ourselves stopping on an incline, the system will also operate in the same way. If I'm stopped at the lights and I've got my foot on the brake, as I transition to the accelerator to take off, it will hold the vehicle for a good 2 seconds. Okay, I've approached an environment now that I'm a little unsure of. So I've just come to a complete stop. I'm now going to assess ahead of me and try and pick my line that'll allow me to navigate through this environment quite safely. Once I'm ready to go, all I need to do is release my foot off the brake. It'll hold the vehicle for about 2 seconds, which allows a seamless transition to the accelerator pedal. Again, reducing that jolting or juddering feel we get if we're trying to juggle the two pedals together. So simple as take my foot off, 1, 2, and I can accelerate as normal. Really smooth transition from brake to accelerator by the vehicle just simply holding the brakes for about 2 seconds and allowing me to transition to the accelerator. Really handy feature that probably doesn't get the recognition that it deserves.